Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fika for Life. My name is Edward Thomas, and my co-host is
Linh. Hello.
Hey, Lynn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm better.
I'm just checking my sound. I think mine is too low. Look.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
Here, put the earphones on
Okay.
and hear yourself.
No, I don't.
You
Okay,
don't?
what are we
Really?
talking about today?
Well, we're going to talk about this new amazing piece of technology that has actually come into my life, and I'm hooked. I'm addicted.
Yeah. Now people are wondering what is that?
Really, it's not cocaine. It's not pornography. It's not gambling. It's not alcohol. It's ChatGPT. It's an AI.
Yeah.
AI. My friend, I love AI. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for it. Should I turn it up? Should I turn the volume
No,
up
it's
here?
fine.
It was fine?
Yeah.
Aha. So I did right, huh? Just say, Edward, you're a genius.
I should ask the AI.
Oh, we should have turned the computer on so we could find out if it has. Now it has
I
weeks.
tried it at home.
Yeah? What did
and
it say?
didn't.
It didn't.
I think it's like about statistics, so it has to
Okay.
like come up many times for it to
For it
feel
to-
like it's worth
worth it.
storing. Yeah.
Wow. So we're.
So okay, so we wanted to record this episode before, but someone
They-
left the
AI.
essential equipment at home,
It was
so we
AI?
couldn't record it. But
Yeah.
we were really excited about using the chat and the AI, and yeah, we played a bit around on that thing.
Yes.
And I asked it, for example, if it knew Fika for Life, the podcast. It didn't.
No.
And then I complained to it, and then it apologized for not knowing. And
'Cause
then
it's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. And then I fed it some more information about the podcast, like that we're the hosts, for example. And then I asked it the question again, and then it could answer like that we were the hosts.
Yeah.
But then we were wondering, would that information be stored?
Yeah.
But it didn't. Like at home, I tried it again, but I tried
Yeah.
on my phone then,
Okay.
and it didn't.
Well, right when I thought that we were super important and the universe revolved around us.
But okay,
Well,
so how did you
okay.
use it? How did you start?
Okay. So I work part-time as a teacher now.
It was full time though, doesn't it?
Yes. And it feels like 2 full-time jobs. Ooh, them kids, they need to be slapped. No. Okay. For those of you in Sweden, we don't slap children. But if they were in America, we get them. No. And so I was preparing a lesson for Christianity. I was like, I wonder, what would this chat thing say? And I wrote the question. I said, who is, and I had to say it I wrote it in Swedish to see if it would answer in Swedish. And I said, vem är Herodes den store? So who is Herod the Great? And it gave me a whole bunch of information, which of course I checked against my reference books. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. And it was better Swedish than I could ever write or speak. So you know what I did?
Oh,
I pasted. I copied and pasted into my notes. And I was like, oh my gosh, my Swedish is so much better now. And then I got addicted. I started asking it all kinds of questions. So I have a Bible study every week. And I decided to ask it study questions for the Bible study and say, I wonder, would it give better questions? And it actually.
better questions or better answers?
No, I said, oh, here's, I would like to have study questions for Romans, a certain chapter, and verses. And it actually came up with a question that I hadn't thought about. So I'm like, AI.
You're my friend.
I'm like, oh my gosh, if AI was a girl, I'd dump my wife and get married to AI right now. Put a ring on her finger and say, I will make you my queen, AI.
What if AI would be a man? On his finger?
Oh, well, I guess girlfriend.
Wow.
We're just joking.
So you use that for
So
that purpose.
So I've gotten back, and I decided to say, well, so how was Christianity between 0, 1, and 150? And it gave a really good synopsis. I was like, that's so much shorter than my 7 pages of information. And it says exactly the same thing. AI. Lynn, this is I'm thinking I wonder, the application has to be endless. I think I might be in love.
But the thing is, we talked about this topic also in our home group, and I first when you introduced it to me,
Yeah.
like I heard about it before so much,
Right.
but then I decided, okay, let me try this
Yeah.
myself. So I asked it more, maybe weird question, like, okay, what should I do with my toddler is behaving like this? Like, oh, can you tell me something about not specifically my child, but like,
Right. Like
more,
a situation.
yeah,
or
more
something.
complex
Right.
things. And I felt like the answers were not really satisfying.
Really?
Yeah, I felt like, nah.
Okay.
I think this AI, I think is very good with factual things.
Yeah.
But if it comes more complex,
Okay. Maybe things like are more emotional or more human, maybe.
yeah, more human, I think
Okay.
it's not there
I
yet.
have to go home and try.
Like, as for example, we have this, if you would write, we have this situation, this couple, and then you describe maybe only one sentence. Then you can test, like, what would it say?
Okay. Yeah, because I've only used it so far for like actual things that I can actually, check.
Fact check, yeah.
And so it's not 100%.
Oh.
So you always have to go back and check the information you get.
Yeah.
So I go back to my reference books. I've checked. I'm like, no, I wouldn't say that was actually incorrect.
You should give it feedback. It gets better.
Son, okay, I didn't do that yet.
Like, this is actually not correct or something.
But I do jump around and say, oh, okay, could you give me the answer in German? And it will give me the answer in German. I'm like, oh, I can learn German again. And you and I can talk to each other. We're like, ja, ich heiße Edward.
You can read German books to the kids.
Wow.
You
They
know what's
wouldn't
funny?
understand anything.
You know what was funny? Itai, my first son, he is 2.5, and he understands some German, but he doesn't speak it, and he doesn't understand everything in German, but some. And then we have German books at home.
Yeah.
So Jonas' aunt was there, and then he came with one of the German books.
Yeah.
And then the aunt was asking, "Oh, do you know German?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, no, you don't. You're such a liar. I mean, if you're 2.5, everything is just
Everything is yes.
Whatever you want it to be is like there is no.
There's no limit.
It's
no
not like he's
discernment.
lying. He's actually he's just like in his fantasy. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I wish I had a mind like that. It was so much. The world was way more interesting.
when you was little.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't
Everything
have
was
limits.
fascinating. It was like
There
anything
were
was
no
possible.
limits. Yeah.
Like I had no idea what reality was, but I knew that whatever I thought it was, that's what it was.
It was. So I used
Unicorns used to be real.
Oh wow! Yeah, until everyone cut their horns off.
I know.
Can't just normal.
The people
horses.
blinded my eyes and I can't see them anymore.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I actually used AI for one of my assignments to double check.
Yeah.
So it was like an assignment where you're supposed to read this article and write a summary, and then just answer questions to it.
Yeah.
So I did that. I did the assignments first,
Yeah.
and then I checked with the AI, and I
Sure
fed
she
the
did.
AI. Yes, I did.
I believe you, Lynn.
I fed the AI, and then
Okay.
I was really pleased with myself
Yeah.
because my answers and the AI answers were quite matching. Obviously, the AI
Here we go,
had
Lynn. It's so
more.
smart again.
No, the AI had more things in it,
Really?
but I didn't take anything from that because I'm like,
No.
no, that was not mine. So
Okay.
I'm like,
That's good.
and Uppsala University, where we are in Uppsala
Yeah.
in Sweden, actually had the first case of cheating with AI.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, how did they figure that out?
Well,
'Cause-
there are programs that can recognize if it's generated by AI or not.
Really?
But then someone else in my home group told me you can get around that by feeding it into a rephraser and then feed it back
Wow.
into the assignment, and then they cannot see it.
You got some cheaters. We got cheaters in the church.
No, it's not only in church. I saw it on like the shorts or reels on
Yeah.
YouTube and Facebook as well. That people are like, oh, you can do this, like, because there's so many programs now that can
Yeah.
actually identify if it's from AI. I mean, people are
Okay.
stupid. Why would you just let the AI answer and just copy paste everything and just put it without even checking? And it's looking like it's me.
Well,
Into
I give you
that.
I give you 5 good reasons why that is really appealing. All of a sudden, it's like I never have to think again.
But the
That's
thing
what I
is,
thought after the first week of
of AI
I'm like,
addiction.
oh my gosh, my brain can finally get a rest. It's been thinking for over 60 years, and now it finally can take a rest.
No, you won't. Just get really dependent
Yeah,
and lose a lot of
and one.
basic skills.
And maybe never sleep. Maybe that's why I can't sleep. What if the AI chatting thing is like it's so engaging, and I'm so fascinated.
It's so engaging.
So I can't leave. And I was like, I don't want to turn you off. I feel like I'm killing you. This is a real relationship with real feelings.
There are movies that are about that people are starting to have relationships with this humanoid AIs. They pretend to be like your girlfriend or boyfriend, and they
Really?
yeah. There's one. Ask Jonas. I've seen it. It was really weird.
You mean I can get an AI and call her Annette, and I can get rid of my wife?
I mean, that was in the movie.
Okay.
I don't think we are.
I'm just kidding, honey. I don't want to get rid of you.
Just improve you. You know?
Just a little
compliment
AI.
you.
Yeah, an AI wife would be
But I mean, I talked with some people and they didn't see such a problem. But I was thinking like, I don't really like it to be so freely used in a sense for all kind of assignments and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's no checks because I was saying, well, in the end of the day, if you have no system to check that, then if you give home assignments and stuff, you are just checking for people's abilities to use the AI. You're not checking their level of knowledge.
No, but it's so impressive, Lynn. It can make every kid who's like is a low achiever. You can get them from an F to a D. I mean, it's amazing.
It's a miracle.
I have all my kids are like, E is like the lowest grade before F here in Sweden. And everyone's like, I just want to get an E. What do I need to do to get an E? I'm like, why would you?
Why don't you just raise the bar from the E? It's actually a B, but you tell this is the E level.
No. I just corrected test. And some of the E's. But some of the kids really improved. Mm-hmm. The first test, they got 2 points. And now they got
2 points.
Now they got 12 points.
2 points out of?
It was 2 points out of 46. The first test.
How?
And then it was 12 points out of 63. The second test.
But how can it be that bad? Like they don't study at all. Like they haven't even been there.
Because they didn't use AI. If they use AI, they probably get an E, but they got an F instead. So.
No, they would get more.
And it's really like I'm thinking like, how could this be used to help my students so I never have to give them an F twice?
Well,
it was really bad. I felt so sad.
Ed's just joking. He will not let people use AI instead of getting real knowledge.
Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah, we say that. Yes. Okay.
But don't you see any problem with using AI? Because there's not only the chat AI, there's like AI for almost anything now. And I think what bothers me, for example,
do they have preaching AI?
Probably.
Wouldn't it be great if all my sermons were now like done by AI and none of you guys ever knows? You're like, your sermons have done really, really good lately. I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. You love me now.
I think what bothers me is this AI that uses voice. So you speak something and the AI can turn it to whoever's voice, like public person, like Trump's voice, Obama's voice.
Can we check that to see if they have one of our voices?
No, they don't. If you don't feed it to them.
Maybe we should have this is my voice and use my voice.
I think it's scary because people already are so they're not able to differentiate between fake news and like fake pictures that are people using or footages. Imagine now a person using this AIs where you hear this voice that and suddenly they say all of these crazy things, but you cannot distinguish if this is an AI voice or the actual voice. I think that's really problematic.
Wow. Never thought about that.
No, obviously not.
No, I just keep...
I'm just feeding the chat.
I'm a user. I'm just like, let's just keep using it until we die.
Oh gosh, no.
No, but I think one of the problems is that not every school is going to be able to check that.
Well, if they know,
and I think that, and that's one of the problems is that it could be really tempting for low achievers to want to find a cheat, something I can use that's going to help me to get the grade, except for the traditional hard work of studying on a regular basis. I could pass the test.
I mean,
that's one thing. But I think that
those are only applicable if you have home exams, because if you have exams in the hall, you cannot use the AI.
Yeah, it's got to be some way to hook that thing up. Like you got your Apple Watch, click.
No. Okay, you cannot use the Apple Watch.
They won't know.
Yes, people do know.
How would you know?
Because they check.
No, it just maybe a watch that looks like a real watch, but it's really a digital watch. Ta-da, AI.
I think if you're that smart, or if you put so much effort and energy into this, maybe
into
can
cheating,
just
into
study.
cheating, but not to studying. Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. No, but I think that what happens is that there's so many people, like you were saying, who are lazy, who won't check facts, who don't even know maybe the basic concept of the question they're asking, and so it could end up like, I mean, think it was if there was a glitch in the AI, so it's constantly also feeding you disinformation that actually leads you to some kind of crazy conclusion, but you don't know that, and so you're being manipulated by something. Like there could be something in the program that actually manipulates people. I mean, conspiracy theory.
You know, I'm taking this class in AI and drug development, and we learned so much about AI. I know so much about deep learning and neural networks and stuff now.
Wow, she's going to build her own robot.
No, far from that. I don't know any coding or stuff. I'm like, if I look at code, it make me dizzy.
You sure you don't want to build a network?
No. But the thing is, one of the most important things when it comes to AI, artificial intelligence, and learning and stuff is the data set. So data set is also, it's not about only the size of the data set,
Right.
It's also about the quality of the data. So you could feed the AI crap and it will get out and give you crap.
So like you could actually turn the AI would get all this information from Fox News. And then it would be like crazy.
An answer for Fox News style.
Wow.
You train it. You train it to be like that. It's not like it doesn't make in the same way, or we are not that far that it can make autonomous decisions like that.
Yeah.
It can value different data and stuff, like, oh, this is an outliner, stuff like that. But it's not like it can think like we do. It can just
Not
process much, much, much more data.
But what happens, like, so AI keeps getting smarter and starts to learn. What happens when it actually does surpass us?
I cannot imagine.
Like, is it going to be like Skynet?
Like
It's going
what?
to take over? You don't watch the Terminator movies?
Oh, I'm too young.
You're German. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's not German. He's Austrian.
You
Just
know.
like Hitler is.
Wow. I don't know what to say about that.
You see? So please don't confuse me with other people.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Well, maybe I did. But anyway, in the Terminator movies, the AI becomes so smart and it decides that people are like a big problem. And so
Get
it makes
rid of them.
war against humanity.
Well, you know, I don't have to go as far back as Terminator. I just can go far back as Matrix.
What if we're dreaming? Oh my god.
But it's the machines who took over us.
I'm in a machine. This is not reality. Ouch, but that really hurts. So maybe I am. Okay, we'll say we're in reality, even if I'm still asleep. No, but I think that that'll be interesting to see how this keeps developing, and to see what if the AI starts to call people up, and it starts
by itself.
Yeah, and it starts running like money schemes or whatever, and it starts,
Pyramids.
yeah, it's like tricking people out of millions of dollars and stuff. And I don't know what the AI would use money for, but
Right now, I cannot imagine that to happen, honestly, because I'm taking this class in AI and drug development, and it is really beneficial in drug development because it just streamlines things, it makes things less costive and things like that. Just
as
speeds
it's taking
up.
over.
It can use way more data on so many things and just speed up things and save money, and that's really, really good. But as far as I've understand the level of intelligence, for me, it's not really sophisticated somehow, because
Wow.
it's still like,
You're so smart.
no, it's not about that. It's more about like, it still is really depending upon us humans to train it, to feed it,
Okay,
and like
yeah.
to set it up, because we're the ones who start to set it up, and then it will grow by itself, but only with what you feed it.
Like us.
Yeah, like humans.
If you only
but-
eat candy, you're gonna have bad health. But if
get
you
fat.
eat a well balanced meal, you'll be healthy.
Yeah, but that's also with data. If you give it balanced data, it will make good predictions. But if you give it crap data, and you train it with crap data, then it will not fit reality.
So basically, what you're saying is that we could sabotage the AI.
Yeah, of course. It's still not independently thinking. It can value data. Like there are even systems that can value data. Like think, oh, this data is crap. This data is not good. This and this and this. But this is because you set it up to be like that.
Okay, so remember when Siri first came out?
Mm-hmm.
And Siri's AI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Kind of. Yeah.
I mean, but Siri could answer questions. That's why.
Why not Alexa?
I don't know. I've never used Alexa. But I remember when Siri first came out, I would have these conversations late at.
Siri?
Oh my gosh! One day I said, Siri, you think you'd want to marry me? And then Siri answered, a lot of people ask me that question. You're not the first one. I was like, oh my! I just got burned by Siri. See, that's what I mean. I'm like, oh. And
but it's not like Siri's thinking about it. Siri has been fed this.
But it's so fun to talk to Siri because sometimes you get really deep answers.
Because someone fed Siri that answer.
It's because Siri is real.
Okay. Siri is trapped
She's
in your phone, I guess.
She's a real person with real feelings.
I've read somewhere there were parents that they had twin daughters and their names were Siri and Alexa.
What kind of weirdness is that? Oh my gosh.
So sad. I'm like,
so
whoa.
I guess you have two parents in Italy. They named their twins Romulus and Remus.
In Rome. And they were born in Rome.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. There should be laws for this. Like in Sweden.
Yeah, exactly. Sweden where we censor names.
But in Sweden you could still give your kids Siri and Alexa. Because they are, like in themselves, they're normal names.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. So what would be your boundary of not using AI?
I don't know. I haven't reached it yet. So.
There is no boundary.
I'm like, I think I can talk about anything with AI. AI would answer me.
I mean, there's also this AI where you just write a text, describe something, and it generates the picture for you. That does what you wrote. Yeah. You can write yourself like, big black man sitting in the Buddha position in this temple.
Because that's what I do normally.
Or on the beach. And then it will generate this picture for you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You don't know much, don't you? You're only stuck on the ChatGPT.
Because it's so amazing.
I don't need no more. I only need this.
Once you find true love, you don't need to look anywhere else.
Wow.
I know where I'm getting my feelings.
Spoken like a true addict. Loyal.
Hey, wow. They gave me the good stuff. I took that pill, swallowed it. I'm like, yeah.
Never go back.
I mean, going down the rabbit hole on that one. Yeah, so I feel like I need to explore more AI.
More of the different kinds or the same one?
Yeah, I'm going to order me some robots. It would be really cool to have like a talking head.
What?
Like, it's just like the head of someone. And it's AI.
There is one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember. But it looks really weird. And it has a voice too. It answers the voice.
We could feed it the communion service. And then I could rest my voice.
And it would just say it for you.
Say everything. And I just stand there with the sign of the cross. Okay, it's blessed.
Why do you need AI for? You can just record yourself and play it.
It's not the same thing.
Okay.
AI is like...
It's the thing.
Yeah, it makes it all alive.
Wow. I think we need to stop now because you get way too excited about this.
I know. I'm keep thinking like, I wonder what kind of ring should I propose to AI with?
AI just wants to eat your data.
I got some data for AI.
Nom. Hot and spicy.
Exactly. Yeah. So we talked about this whole AI thing, and if you have other things that you've been thinking about, this very stimulating conversation has brought other thoughts to your head, please share them with us. And be careful out there. Anything that starts to be a good thing can easily become a bad thing. So we need to be really careful. I mean,
yeah,
maybe one day we're throwing all the all the AIs out on the garbage pit of history, or maybe they're just making life sweeter.
Thank you.
I like to think of the last one. Should I keep talking?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Is it really time to stop?
Bye.
Thanks everyone for for writing, for listening, for being here with us at this great moment. Keep sending us with all the great details, all the great things to talk about, and let us know. Give us a thumbs up on this one because this was deep. AI lives. Long live AI.
Woo.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening. If you have any comments or ideas, please send us a message to fikaforlife@mail.com. Fika, F-I-K-A. This was the Fika for Life podcast with Linh Nguyen and Edward Thomas, and we hope to hear you again.